Don't touch the table.
No, my legs are already on the table. I know inside that's
Dude,
what
thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with us.
Absolutely.
We're stoked to have you in the country.
Oh yeah, I love being here. Since I was a kid, I've been obsessed with Australia.
Is this first time to Oz?
Second time.
Okay.
But it's realistically the first time experiencing Oz. But
why is that?
Because the first time we were here, it was fly days every day. So all I saw was the backseat of a plane, the dressing room, and a hotel room. That was it.
Jeez, so quick tour.
Yeah. I saw my first kangaroo, an albino kangaroo.
Nice.
Never seen an albino kangaroo before.
Hells
Didn't even know they
Hell
existed. Super sick,
Yeah, was it alive?
Yeah.
Well, you're doing better than Pale Dusk then, because they were saying they saw their first kangaroo and it was squashed on the side of the road. Yeah.
Luckily, I didn't see any of that.
Yeah. So they're a little bit heartbroken.
Oh my God.
You see plenty of that if you're doing the drive from
I never
north to south.
understand people come to Australia. Because even if you're coming from Indonesia, it's still 8 hours. That's the closest you can get. People are coming from America. That's a 15-hour flight.
Yeah.
To just do 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bad plan.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's definitely a lot, but it's definitely worth it when you're actually able to enjoy everything else that's going on around you.
Yeah.
If you're just going to work, it kind of sucks. But if you're going to hang a little bit too, it's kind of nice. I don't get to see any of this stuff back home.
So are you giving yourself any down days in between? Or is this
we had 4 days off in Melbourne.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I ordered the same ramen place twice. It was walking distance.
Culture.
It was walking distance from the hotel, but I was so lazy that I was like, it's only $1 to get it delivered. Let's go.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. How was the weather when you had the days off? Was it because it's been pretty bad here?
Yeah, it was pretty. It was one day it was pouring, and then it was a little bit drizzly here and there, but it's just been cold.
Yeah.
I did not bring a jacket.
You didn't expect it, did you? You thought Australia, it's hot?
Yeah, I literally wasn't thinking until I got to LA, and they're like, you didn't bring a jacket? I was like, no. They're like, it's winter. I'm like, oh.
But even so, generally our winters aren't that cold. They're cold enough you need a hoodie or something, but generally they're not that cold unless you go down to Melbourne. It
is
cold,
a thing though. I've learned this in the last few weeks because I do some fashion stuff on the side, and I'm doing whatever outfit I'm wearing that day. And people are like, aren't you hot in that? Summer. Oh, you don't understand the way seasons work.
Yeah.
People don't understand that we have reverse seasons to everyone else.
Yeah. I clearly missed the memo. So.
I don't want to point fingers, but it's such a surreal thing being that's something that I guess because Australians tend to travel a lot more, just because we're so separate from everyone. We know what other cultures are like, whereas a lot of particularly Americans don't travel as heavily because they don't know that they're everyone works.
It is actually. It's kind of crazy because I talk to a lot of my friends back home and stuff, and they're so close-minded with certain things, and it's just man, if you just stepped outside your bubble for one fucking second, you would probably be okay with a lot of other things or understand how people think in other worlds. It's crazy.
You do learn a lot just traveling and meeting other people and people and seeing
how
other cultures and stuff. It really. You see shit on TV or the internet or whatever, and it doesn't actually hit until you step in there and you go, oh, now I get it. Now I get why they do this. I get why the culture's like this. Yeah. It makes a lot of sense.
It was the first time I went to Japan and we were on the trains. I was just dude, holy shit. I come from New York where everyone's screaming, pissing, shitting on the trains.
Yeah.
Everyone's quiet, sitting there, just not saying a word.
Respectful.
Yeah. Oh my God!
And
the amount of respect
packed
everyone
in
had for
sardines
each other.
as well.
Yeah. I got super excited for that part because I've seen it on YouTube so many times.
Yeah.
And I think we were in Tokyo. I can't remember exactly where we were, but it was during rush hour time. And I just see the train police or whatever. They start getting close, and I'm the last one in. I was like, he's gonna push me in. Let's go. And then he just pushed me, and I was like, ah.
I love only in New York is gonna have that response though. For me, I'm I don't want someone to touch me and push me with other people. It's
I was just excited because it was just a culture thing.
Yeah, exactly. I remember when, because
you try to do that to someone in New York, they'll literally turn around and either stab you or do something stupid. Yeah.
I remember the first time experiencing that because I've been twice now. I love it, and we're with the kids and stuff, and then they all sort of just go to the door of the train or whatever, and they just turn around and they all just lean. Yeah, it's just yes, we're doing this. It's kind of stage diving.
Yeah. It's just trust fall.
Yeah. No, great place though, epic place.
I love it.
Yeah, it's so good.
So you've been able to travel pretty extensively through music. Have you got a favourite place to travel? to play or just to
I don't want to
adventure?
be biased because you guys are sitting here right now.
You
but
could say it.
I really love it here.
Okay.
Honestly, I do.
I mean, you actually got to come in some of it.
It's a real big toss up between here and Japan.
Okay.
Because Japan was really cool too. It's like that. I felt like I was in a whole different world. Like the whole culture, the way everything is, and just every architecture, the people, the food, the way everything works. It was just like so different.
Yeah.
It was kind of like super refreshing. You know, coming from America where everyone's just psychopaths and hates each other.
Japan has this really weird like the flick of a switch, like you're in one of the most like technologically advanced cities in the world, which crazy like full vibrant color, and then bang, next minute you're in like full mountains.
Yeah,
just
100%.
pristine air.
Rode that
nothing
bullet
around.
train.
Oh,
When
dude.
you're doing the bullet train and you get to see everything, I'm like,
So
that
sick.
was like the coolest views because you get to see all the cool mountains and stuff
Yeah.
and the waters and stuff. It's so cool.
All the traveling he's done a lot. Japan is one place he's never been.
I just can't contribute to this conversation, so I'll just sit and miss out.
Why haven't you gone?
It just hasn't happened. Like, I
Oh.
travel a lot for work, and that's been like the one. I was supposed to do a tourism job with Japan, and and then pandemic hit, and I just
Do you
didn't
work in
go.
the fashion industry?
I did, and now I work in fitness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was
Very
like a
sick.
blogger to start with.
Nice.
So
I did Fashion Week in New York City once.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was helping out a buddy. He was doing, he was
What
like the
year?
main stylist. Was it 2018 maybe?
I was there 2016, 17, 18, 19. So
So we
Could've
might-
been real close.
Yeah, we might have
Ooh,
crossed paths.
yeah.
We did like 8 shows. Yeah, we had 8 shows in 8 days. So it was-
wicked. It's
Yeah,
a pretty
it was-
intense time.
oh my god. Yeah, and you don't get paid for that. You just like work, watch the models get treated like shit, and you're like,
I
fucking
got paid
Christ,
for
I
it.
hate this.
You get paid.
That's the reason I'm there.
Yeah, I felt so bad. This one chick had just like a little thing of grapes just like hiding in her hand, and she was like eating them, and the woman with the headset came over and just ripped them out of her hand. I was like,
Yeah, that's savage.
I was like, what? Is that grape gonna destroy your outfit? What the
an
fuck?
interesting career for you to go from like death metal to fashion runways. I
Literally.
like that. Yeah, that's cool.
I've
Diversity.
been a barber for 10 years. So
Okay.
I've been cutting hair for 10 years, yeah. Long time.
And is this the full-time gig now? Are you still cutting?
Yeah, I haven't. I just moved again. So I was in Arizona. I opened up a barbershop out there, and then I
Yeah.
moved to North Carolina. And I haven't cut since I've been in North Carolina. But this next time I go back, I'm gonna get back to work and start cutting some hair.
Gonna do your own shop again? Or you gonna work?
No,
with someone?
I'd rather just like work for someone,
Yeah.
or just like have my own little private studio where
Yeah, cool.
it's kind of just like no commitment.
Yeah.
Because like not very good at commitments.
Have you ever considered, like, you know how tattooists, like, when they're, you know, like, even dudes in bands that are tattooists, when they go on tour and stuff, they'll do guest spots. Have you ever considered sort of hitting
Yeah,
up?
100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I think that's kind of, I was going to kind of do that a little bit in North Carolina just to try to figure out if there was like a shop that I wanted to work at, because I don't really know anyone out there yet.
I wish we
so.
planned this ahead. We could have cut your hair tonight. That would have been wicked.
Yeah, that would have been.
Would have had to bring some tools though.
I would have bought tools.
Actually, that would be cool. Next video.
Yeah, hells yeah.
We could do a haircut and talk.
Oh, I would like that.
Yeah.
That would be fun. Yeah, like barbershop chats.
I'll have you guys both sitting. I'll cut his hair. I'll just section you and just,
Okay, sure, yeah.
I'll just leave you in sections with things in your hair, and it's just
Yeah.
like, are you getting your hair cut? No, I just want to be included.
That's what details, baby.
The funny thing is, though, that sort of shit is honestly, and it kind of comes back to what we're doing with, like, this whole thing, just wanting to do more, like, you know, we obviously like the reaction stuff, but more just like the one-on-one stuff with bands and bringing that connection. And it's the sort of stuff people want to see. It's the sort of stuff people want to be involved in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, seeing this complete other side of their favorite artists builds that connection. And,
Yeah.
Absolutely, because it is like, especially with the metal industry, it's very like,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Well,
like that,
I mean,
man.
just-
What?
I didn't
You're
grow
not
up-
like that as a
I
barber
didn't-
fashion guy?
I didn't grow up in like the super like heavy death metal scene, so like I grew up listening to like pop music and shit all the time.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of like I was always in like a fun environment.
So, you came from like pop music. What got you into the heavy scene then?
I was like hanging out in my friends' garages, and like to be honest, we were listening to Taking Back Sunday, and like
Great.
Go.
Yeah.
it's like one of my favorite bands. They're from Long Island as well,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
it's
hells
like
yeah.
so they had like at the end of one of their songs, it was like he was just screaming, "You got it bad," and like I just kind of like was screaming that part while we were jamming it in the garage. It was just me and 2 other of my friends. We used to hang out in that garage, smoke weed all day, and just fucking like try to play our favorite songs.
Yeah.
And then we finally got microphones and stuff, and I did the screaming part at the end, and I was like, that was kind of cool. My friends all looked at me like, what? How did you do that? I was like, I don't know. That felt awesome though. That was really cool. So we just like kind of kept going with that, and then like I started like hearing other types of screaming, and I was like, this is cool. Pantera's kind of wild. I got into like Poison the Well, Mudvayne, Slipknot. I started getting into all these like different styles of vocals, and then started getting into like harsher vocals, like Casey Strain, Whitechapel. I was like, Jesus Christ, this is like a whole different take on that kind of screaming, and I was so intrigued on the evolution of screaming. I was just like, fuck, I want to try this.
Did you have any formal training, or is this all self-taught?
No, this is all self-taught, yeah.
Nice. Fuck you. It's like, I got one of the best vocals in that scene. And we're not just trying to blow smoke. Actually, genuinely think, like, on the last album, we said like you had such diversity and such range.
Thank you.
To be self-taught is even more impressive.
It is crazy. I mean, I won't take all the credit just for myself. Like, I've had my heroes that I've like listened to growing up and just like have tried to mimic them for years. Randy Blythe was like a huge influence for me, and you can definitely tell in my cadence and how I say certain words where you're just like, he definitely listened to like early Lamb of God. Yes, I fucking did. I love that band.
And like on your vocals, like obviously you guys have, I guess like not always, but had like a little bit of that melodic element like going through there vocally. But the latest album has kind of interjected a lot more of that, and even into these, like for a band to compare it to, these almost Deftones-esque moments.
Yeah.
How's that been, like trying something like that vocally and really doing that sort of style of music justice after you've just been so used to screaming?
It's at first it was a little intimidating because just like FIT being FIT, adding these little things into it, we don't know if it's going to be like, people are either going to love it or they're going to hate it. But we were super into it. I really liked the ideas going behind it, and everything was super awesome doing it, but it was definitely risky in our brains where we were like, well, people could fucking hate it. But the thing is, I think we executed it very well, and we didn't overdo it. I don't think we overdid it and tried to push this in your face. We just like, we found parts where we were just like, honestly, it makes sense to throw this in here. Let's just try it. I've got the voice to do it, and and that's the thing. Whenever I finish an album, I try to figure out new voices or like different ways to do something. So like, it's really cool watching the progression of my own voice going forward, because like now I could do like these low growls with notes to them, which is just like crazy. Like in Two Towers, that song, at first live, I was like, I don't know if people are gonna love that song live, but it hits hard live.
Yeah, how's that song been going? Like, especially with the more really somber moments as well.
That's what I'm saying. Like it feels so good on stage too. So it's really, really cool. But doing those that chorus, One Soul Remains, just like that low growl, but with the note. Yeah. It feels so good, and it sounds massive with everybody. So I'm just like, I really love the direction we're doing this, guys.
That's the best thing though. When you're doing something that is like experimenting because you want to do it. That's like, there's a great Rick Rubin quote. I'm gonna massacre here, but he said, she's like, the bands that try to be this band are never the good bands. He's like, no one can go out and be like, I'm your Rage Against the Machine, because you can't be Rage Against the Machine. They did them that no one else had done. The best bands, the best artists, the ones that just do them, authentically them.
100%.
So if you're doing something because you want to do it, and you're like, well, we'll see what people think of it, that's when you get the most success, because it's like shows authenticity.
Yeah, exactly. It could be hit or miss. It's always hit or miss, and it's really dependent on the people if they're really going to grasp it or not. But I'm so glad everyone did and didn't hate me for it. So
totally,
I was like, I'm so bad. Like, I try not to like look at comments or anything, but as soon as things come out, I'm just like, refresh. Oh god, nothing bad yet. Okay.
It's really hard now because like the reactions things become much more prominent.
Yeah.
It's become like, fuck, we're here. Like, people are more in connection with those reactions and hearing what people think directly.
Yeah.
It's a
good explanation
thing.
too. Like when you're breaking down a whole song, you guys do it very well on your channel. You guys break down each part of the song and fully let people who don't really listen to this type of music understand the feeling and the groove of it. So I think that's something really cool that you guys did.
Well, thanks. That's part of the reason why we paused our videos to talk about shit. Number one, we're old and we'll forget. But that's the other thing. But we want to just break. And we have so many people go, "Why are you pausing the video?" It's like, dude, if you want to just watch someone just going, "Oh yeah, this is sick" for views, then go and watch that shit.
Yeah,
we want to actually talk about
break
the
it
music,
down.
man.
Yeah, break it down. Why is this part making me do this?
Exactly.
Right now? Why is I love
Exactly.
that. And that's why I like watching those. Some guys pause it way too much, where it's just like they'll let it go and then just pause it and another thing, and another thing. Like, God damn it, son of a bitch! Just let the next part play.
Him half the time. Can you just let the fucking play, please?
Well, sometimes it's hard because it's just like I'll be listening, and, like watching along with it. And I'm just like, the part's about to happen. And I'm like, no, the build-up makes the all right. Well,
we're guilty of that every
it
now
happens though, but it's what makes good content at the end of the day.
Yeah, but that's the other thing as well. Like we honestly, like 99.9% of the time, both of us have not heard the song, and that's how we want to go in.
That's
like
really
we want to
cool.
go in completely blank slate and just explain like what we're seeing and what we're hearing and why it makes us feel the way we feel. And even to go back to what we were saying about bands, like deathcore bands, sort of adding these other elements. I think that like for people who just want to go in and hear Whitechapel, do Whitechapel, and then they release like half the stuff off Kin, and they're just going to go, nah, man, this fucking sucks. Or you guys drop 2 towers and go, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
It's like, no, but maybe if someone sort of helps you understand maybe the point behind it, like from their perspective, I think it kind of helps a little bit.
And there's always going to be those people that are going to be like, play stuff off Hellbound only. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like why don't you go back 10 years and go live in that era? Because that's not.
I'm sure they would.
That's the thing. And there's a place for everybody in music. You know what I'm saying? Like if you like a certain thing, cool. You don't have to listen to our new stuff. You can literally turn on Hellbound
That album still
and keep listening.
Tyler,
to
the creator, has a quote of that. He's like, "You don't like my stuff. That's okay. The old stuff still exists."
Yeah.
Like
I
you
love
still
Tyler,
listen
the
to
creator.
that.
His brain is so awesome.
I'm seeing him next week.
Are you?
I'm not a big fan of the music.
Me neither, but I
like him and his creativity.
I love his
art.
interviews. I watch a lot of his interviews because he's very smart.
Yeah, fully.
Yeah. He definitely knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, he's a dude that nothing's an accident. It's where he's at is his last single came out. We talked about like, should we do it on the channel? I was like, no one's gonna care about it because our audience doesn't care. I was like, I probably don't even like the song, but I want to watch the music video because it looks creative. And we end up just watching the music video ourselves and
He
not
always
recording
has
it.
really cool videos in general. I like his work.
That's one thing as well, like with this whole sort of, I guess, the renaissance of the scene, like since COVID and reactions being, bigger and stuff, is it seems like bands are just putting, and artists in general, are putting so much more into the creativity behind videos and making things really engaging and really get a point across.
Yeah.
And I think that's great to see. It's great for the music industry. It's
really
great for the creativity of bands as well.
Absolutely.
How much of a hand do you have in the direction of the music videos?
We hire really, really sick dudes, and Will has a crazy mind, so he will like write up a treatment with the director, and they kind of work on it. Honestly, I've just been, since I joined the band, I kind of just have given my full trust in Will, and the only time I'll like question anything or mention anything is if it's something that I don't believe in, or something that I don't care about, or something that I don't believe we should be doing.
Yeah.
We all speak up if we have to, but there's never been a situation where we've been like, no, this is kind of rough, we don't like this. It's like, no, he's very smart, he definitely knows what he's doing, and like we love the direction.
That's
that
great. I like that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's cool to have that trust in someone though.
100%. Like, and we definitely put our 2 cents in and our inputs in, and it definitely is used. You know, it's not just like thrown aside. It's not just like, hey, fuck you guys. It's my band. I'll do what I want. You know. So it is definitely a full group effort, and I really like that about this band. It's definitely a team. You guys watch The Boys?
Yes.
Yeah, I still haven't
up to date?
started the 3rd season yet.
Well, so then you would know this then. Do you remember the Spice Girls part?
Yeah. Hells yeah.
That was like the best part,
reference.
and that's how I think about it with the band. It's just like, we probably all suck by ourselves, but when we're together, we're the fucking Spice Girls.
I love that. I want to see some wannabe happening tonight.
Yeah.
Just coming out. Really mixing it up a fair bit.
Dressed like Baby Spice or something.
Yeah.
So talk to us about the touring. How now you kind of being able to tour again. You guys have been on the road a fair bit, which has been cool.
Yeah, ever since they said, okay, you guys can tour again, we did full US, full Europe. We're here in Australia, and we've got a few other things we're announcing. So.
Cool.
Fuck yeah.
What's have you got any highlight tour memories? It doesn't have to be recent. It can be all time, and it can be something that you didn't play at. You can just have been to.
Highlight tour opportunity. I don't know. Everything's kind of blurred into one at this point.
A lot of back-to-back shows.
Well, yeah, so much. But I mean, there's been so many. I mean, honestly, I think just my favorite part about the traveling in general is just being able to see like my family and friends that I don't really get to see a lot.
Yeah, cool.
But like, I'm trying to think. Best. Oh, we were here in Australia. I think we were in Sydney.
Yeah, go on.
And all of a sudden, I just hear people like chanting something. And we're on tour with Die Art, Amur, and Justice for the Damned. Yeah. And it was a sold out, massive spot in Sydney. And I just hear this thing being said. I'm like, I'm not from here. They're saying something that like definitely they say all the time, but I have no idea what they're saying. And I look to my right, and Marshy from Die Art, he's just like, take your shoe off.
Oh,
and I was like, why? He's like, just do it. I'm like, all right. So I took off my shoe and I raised it, and everyone was like, yeah. And then I look at Marshy, and Marshy's just like shaking his head, walking to me with the beer. He's like, give me your shoe. I'm like, why? He's like, I'm sorry, Joe Bed, this has to happen. So he literally just poured it in. Mind you, we can't stop the song once the sample starts.
Yeah.
Absolute Hope, Absolute Hell had just started the sample as this happens. So I had to chug as much as I could, stop it, finish this part, and then chug the rest of it. But that was a very big memory that I have.
Yeah.
I like this.
At least it was your shoe.
Yeah.
At least it was your shoe.
It was a brand new shoe too.
Yeah,
I actually just
right,
got it that day.
That's the better way to do it. You see the ones that have been on tour for like 6 weeks,
Yeah,
doing a festival, and then
I think I might have even gotten them that day too, which is kind of funny.
Nice.
That's why Marshy felt bad. He's like, because I was like, my feet were hurting so bad because I had like broken ass Vans, and I was like, I need to get like a good comfy shoe.
Yeah.
So I finally go get them, and I think that's why Marshy felt so upset
I
when he
ruined your
came over. He's
shoes
just
right
like, you've been wanting new shoes, and I have to ruin one of them. I'm so
Better
sorry.
than ruining your insides because you drank out of some hunter's shoe.
100%. Yeah,
I think that. Someone
Dude.
throws a shoe on stage and then they drink from it. Don't
No,
do that.
I will never do that.
Gross.
Yeah.
I was
Fucking gross.
God, I have a really poor gag reflex. So, and there's points like where I'll be doing like a high, and then a piece of hair will just kind of get in there, and then while I'm doing the high, I'm like, and like
It's a new
I
sound
don't even
he's trying.
I don't even think to pull the mic away either. Sometimes I hear it in my ears, and I look at the guys, and they definitely hear it. They're like, "You good?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm sorry."
The delicate hair was in my mouth, man.
Yeah.
Man, I'm the same. One of the things that grosses me out more than anything in the world is hair that's not attached to someone.
Yes.
If I find hair on me and it's not mine, I'm just like,
Wet-
what the fuck is that?
Wet globs of hair are the most disgusting thing in the world. I'm trying not to gag.
If you're gonna spew.
We're good. Oh no, I haven't, dude. For some reason, all right, I puked one time in my adult life. The last time I puked before that was 11 years old.
Oh shit.
And I puked on my 24th birthday, and it wasn't even from me being so drunk. It was because it was like a bad lime or something. And
There was a tiny bit of hair on it.
Yeah.
And I just remember going outside blowing chunks. I was like, I haven't done that since I was a kid. I threw up. I'm human. Let's go. And then I haven't thrown up since. So.
That's a good thing to have.
Yeah,
I
don't really drink heavily at all.
Yeah.
Like there'll be nights where I'll like go out and have a few drinks and be with friends, but like.
I don't even have the drink. I don't drink at all.
He doesn't drink
I don't
at
have
all.
the excuse of that. I just got COVID and was shivering so hard I threw up.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
Ugh.
The fever, baby,
I
got me good.
I still never got the vid. So.
Touch wood, man. Keep that going.
All right. So are we gonna give him the famous Aussie quiz?
Oh,
Famous. Wow. Okay.
Well,
No,
I mean,
that's okay.
I'm
You
hoping
asked-
it's gonna be
You've asked
famous.
it 3
Yeah.
times.
I dub it famous.
Sure.
Yeah.
Look, Joe's okay with
You
it.
seem like you really like Australia, so
Love it.
yeah, we're gonna give you a
Do
few
you think
questions.
you know much about Australia?
I'd like to think so.
Yeah. What about random shit about Australia that we didn't even know?
What do you think the dickheads coming up with something
Oh
here?
my god, maybe.
All right,
find
I'll be
out.
very impressed. First, we're going to start with music and entertainment. Who is Australia's most successful band?
ACDC.
Nailed it. Bonus point. What country did they never have a top 20 hit in? I'll give you a hint. It's somewhere where you would think that they would have.
Top 20.
Brazil?
America.
Really?
Never had a
American.
top 20 hit in America. How
Isn't that wild?
fucking- I said this like I don't know when
It
the
was
first
in
one
Tony
came.
Hawk. It was in all the fucking
Yeah, that's
cool
it.
That's
things.
what I
How is
said.
that a thing?
I was like,
Iron
you fucking
Man.
Iron Man.
Yeah.
And yeah.
What the
Yeah,
Dude. Yeah.
I'm
man.
disappointed.
I know.
That's fucking disappointing.
Yeah, you're gonna go home and just like stream their shit so they get to the top.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Name 3 Australian actors.
Oh, fuck. Thor's not Australian, is he? Oh, he is Australian.
So we'll give you that.
And sorry, I don't remember his real name. Another Australian actor is the dude who plays Wolverine. He's
Yep.
also Australian, right?
Nailed it.
But you're not giving me names. You're giving me characters.
But he knows that
I-
they're Australian.
I know that they're Australian.
Yeah,
I just,
I'm okay with that.
I will take the big L by not knowing the actual names.
No, if you can get one more, just character, then we'll give it to you.
Okay. One more Australian actor. Oh, Margot Robbie.
Yeah, well
Yeah,
done.
you know what? You're the first person that said her, and I thought that more people would have because she's so current.
Yeah.
Heaps of people have said
Mine, I
Nicole
don't go to her at
Kidman.
all.
Oh,
Yeah, but like,
she's Aussie?
yeah.
I go like
She still looks great.
Kate
It's crazy.
Blanchett, Russell Crowe. Like I like to think of like
yeah.
the older generation. I shouldn't
Yeah.
say older, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, they're the ones I
Well, I
go.
won. I got 3.
Yeah,
Yes,
you got 3.
you
Found
win.
it.
So you're 2 from 2, man.
Found it.
Boom. All right. What famous town did Parkway Drive come from? Give you a hint. Famous surf town.
Surftown. Was that Brisbane? Kingscote?
Yeah, on the way,
Is that considered? Is Queensland and Brisbane different?
Brisbane is the like capital of Queensland.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's not in Queensland.
Okay. Yeah, not Sydney then, right? Nah, I'm.
Byron Bay.
Oh, I'd never. Yeah.
Never heard of Byron Bay?
No.
Man, maybe that place isn't as famous as we thought
I
it is.
think it's
yeah.
Australians know it, and I don't think people around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, they
I've
still
never
got
heard that.
merch and stuff. They're like
Yeah.
Byron Bay, Australia, but I don't think people. That's where Thor also.
I
is.
actually never even thought about that. Yeah, that's crazy.
All right. Part 2, wildlife and food. Here we go. Australia is home to the world's deadliest spider. Do you know what it's called?
It's not the huntsman spider, is it?
No, huntsman-
No, that's not even deadly. They're
Yeah.
fucking. You guys, the real small, scary ones are the ones that are super deadly. I don't know the name of it though.
It's not small. That's the thing. It's,
Oh, is it?
Everyone so the one that
about
everyone
sort
thinks
of-
it is the redback.
That big. Yeah, everyone thinks it's the redback.
Oh, okay. So what's the actual proper name?
The Sydney funnel web. Do you want to show him a picture?
Please.
Oh, your phone's over there. You got it? Yeah.
Funnel.
You get
Yeah.
the question, and I'll
No.
find the spider.
Yeah.
So it's the Sydney funnel web spider. All right, next question. What type of animal is the Australian western gobbleguts?
A bird?
No, everyone says bird.
Well,
Everyone
'cause
does say bird.
when you think gobble,
Yeah,
especially being
like a
from
turkey.
American, you think
Yeah.
turkey right away.
It's a fish.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that
dude?
thing will get you.
Yeah, that'll fuck you up, man.
I want to try and find like,
like
comparisons
armor.
you can
The
see.
one
on
where
it.
it's standing up on its back legs. Show him that
It's like
one.
an armored
Look at that
spider.
one.
Fuck
Look at that shit.
Whoa!
Yeah, these things are.
They'll kill you dead.
So they're from Sydney.
They'll kill you dead.
Yeah, they'll kill you dead, man. All right. Next one. What is a golden gay time?
A golden gay time?
Mm.
Super happy time?
Well,
It's not wrong.
it's actually an ice cream.
Oh,
Yeah, get a golden gay time while you're here.
what is it like?
It's an ice cream. Yeah, make sure he gets one. Yeah,
Oh, tomorrow in Sydney.
yeah, they're awesome. All right, part 3. Sorry, just Aussie knowledge and history. What is a bogan?
Someone told me about it. It's a bird, right?
No.
It's not. All right. Someone was trying to either scare me about something. Some of the birds that like wait for you to come outside or something. I don't know. From your guys' reaction, I'm clearly being trolled. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bogan is essentially our version of a redneck.
Oh, that's right. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Because I was doing a southern accent. And they're like, "Oh, that's bogan." I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
"Yeah,
like a
sure,
bit of
whatever."
steroids.
Yeah.
Actually, the only person who's got that right so far is Curbs, Brian Kirby from Fit for King.
Oh,
He
yeah.
got it.
I think you knew it though.
He did a really good accent too.
Oh yeah, you did do that.
He did a solid Aussie accent. I'll give you a point if you've got a good Aussie
I
accent.
got a pretty good Aussie accent.
Oh, I heard that. That's
Yeah.
okay.
Fucking oath, yeah.
You just gotta swear.
Yeah.
I mean, there's I don't know. I gotta get it like
You know what? Your
when the
first two
conversation
sentences were
happens.
quite good.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
give you
yeah.
that.
Yeah, no, that was good.
Yeah, I kind of do the Aussie accent a ton when I'm back home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mockingly?
Like, no. I do Grand Theft Auto role playing.
Sure.
Nice.
Of
Yeah,
course.
so sometimes I go as like an Aussie hitman.
Cool.
So I like walk around in a
Can
suit.
you do the run
never-
on the spot thing?
The what?
Have you seen that thing on TikTok?
Yeah,
You do the
yeah,
run on the spot. Can
yeah.
you do that?
I think I can, but like I think I tried it once and I was like, all right, I'm never doing that again, but I could do it.
I saw someone. I was like, holy fuck, that looks like that.
Because it's only lifting your leg and just
Yeah,
like
you got
moving it
something
like you're
in front of
running.
that.
You just leave your leg bent and you just run with one foot.
Yeah.
That's it. And you just move
Have you
your
not
arms
seen
like
that?
this.
No.
Okay, I don't know if I'm in camera. I can do it on the spot here.
Yeah,
Like
got
this.
you.
So I can't do it. This is my first time ever trying it. But the guy, so you have this leg, and they do like that, but they put something in front of it so you can't see that back leg's not moving.
They
It looks
just
like they're, like, running.
they cut the camera at your knees.
Yeah.
So you see both knees moving, but it looks like you're literally sprinting.
Oh,
But
shit.
like in the Grand Theft Auto style. And
I
they get
thought-
there, and
yeah,
they get there and they go.
Yeah.
And then they just run past a random old lady and punch her in the head.
Yeah,
Yes,
We'll
yes.
Take a bike. Yeah.
I follow that kid on TikTok too.
So good.
He's pretty funny.
All right. Which famous Australian coined the phrase "crikey"?
Oh, would I have to say the Crocodile Hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
You
did
would
that,
have to
right?
say
Well
that,
done.
yeah.
Well done.
That
All
was
right.
that was like my Bible growing up as a kid. All I did was watch that. If
Heaps
I
of
needed to
Americans
calm
love
down or
that.
anything, my parents put that shit on, and I was watching him all day. He was like my big hero.
Do you
when I
follow
was
his
a kid.
son?
Literally to the T. Yeah, everything his son does. His
So
son
good.
is such a perfect image of him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And it's-
totally.
Yeah. it's so
All right.
cool.
Two left. You've done pretty fucking well, man. All
Thank you.
right.
Christ.
True or false? The Emu Wars in 1932, where soldiers from the Australian military engaged in a week-long battle with a force of 20,000 emu that had been destroying wheat crops, in which the military lost.
False.
It's
True.
true, man.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, what?
They got towed up by 20,000 emus.
In emus' defences, they're fucking huge. They're like intimidating. Also, they got the big like that claw.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't do it anymore.
Dude,
than that.
that-
Fuck you
yeah.
up, claw.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
The Wu-Tang claw.
Yeah, the Wu-Tang. So the reason that they actually lost was because they underestimated how many bullets it took to kill them and how many there were, and they ran out of ammunition, so they just said fuck it and bailed.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Say everything Australia's out to kill you. Quite literally.
Quite
Yeah, yeah. All right, last one. Which of these places, if any, is a fake name? Funny Knob Creek, Pensioners Bush, or Mossy Nipple Bend?
Can you repeat them one more time?
You just want to hear it again.
I
don't
want to
you?
hear it.
I do.
Funny Knob Creek, Pensioners Bush, Mossy Nipple Bend.
Mossy Nipple Bend is definitely the fake one.
They're all real.
No way!
Dude.
What's up,
So,
bro?
have you ever been to Tasmania?
No.
Okay, well they all come from Tasmania, and ask Marshy
Can I
about.
see how they're written?
Yeah, man.
As they're said.
Pensioners Bush.
Surely someone goes, yeah, we can. I feel like Pensioners Bush though. That could have been like in the early 1900s before Bush had the slang. It would have been like,
Maybe.
yeah, that's like a pensioners
Yeah,
bush. It's
yeah.
the garden where they go. Mossy
Yeah.
Nibble Bend, come on.
Yeah,
So-
that one. I was like, that one has to be the one that's like the most far out, but I guess not.
So you got. Well, I mean, you were doing pretty good. You got
Until the
I think-
end.
Yeah, you got
Until we
like
start getting down to the
you got
real
four
shit.
out of 10. So that's not too bad.
I'm not bad
That's not too
about
bad.
it.
Also
Listen.
got a bit of Australian accent, so I get a bonus point.
Oh yeah, you got the bonus point. Yeah.
I graduated with a 65 anyway. I was never really good at academics.
yeah,
Yeah,
correct.
lucky Deathcore pays the bills then, eh?
Well, no, that's why I cut hair.
Before we finish up, I want to ask, have you got a dream tour, a dream artist that you would like to play with? Because I feel like we want to help manifest this, because like we talked about some Polaris, and they're like, Bring Me the Horizon. And then a few weeks later, they were announced to be playing with Bring Me at Good Things Festival.
That's kind of
So we're going to just help manifest this for
Yeah,
you.
we got the power.
I mean, two bands that I wanted to tour with we're actually touring with now, which is crazy. Lamb of God and Killswitch Engage.
Sick. Yeah.
Very crazy. I guess I just got to go with the super obvious because we've still never done it. Gojira.
Oh,
I want to do a
shit.
Gojira tour.
Yeah.
That would be wicked.
It'll be-
Yeah.
I just want to see them every night and just like watch the whole fucking experience. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's so crazy.
They're coming out in December, and we're so
Yeah,
excited.
It would
So
be sick
keen.
if it was us, Gojira, Slipknot.
Oof.
You hear the new Slipknot song?
I haven't given it a spin yet.
Do it. We checked it out.
Is it
last
sick?
night.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
good.
it's
Super
wicked.
sick?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
we're really
I trust you
excited
guys.
Yeah, it
I've
gives-
seen your reviews.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, so it must be good.
You can watch it in the van later because I think it's going up live tonight. So
Oh, is
Oh,
it?
fuck yeah.
yeah. We got the one last one, the one that we ask everyone, the divisive one. All right.
What's
Would you rather
Oh, okay.
Oh,
go on stage perfectly dry, nice and warm? All right. You have to put on cold wet socks or cold wet underwear. What do you choose?
cold wet underwear.
My man.
I'm
Cold wet underwear.
What?
Now, what's that? What's that?
It was all.
It was leaning very heavily towards
Yeah.
socks, and now it's swung back the other way.
It's just because, all right, put it this way. Socks, you're going to feel that shit, and it's like, it's almost like annoying to just constantly feel it. But dude, I'm sweating my ass off.
Everyone
So
says
if
that.
I get a nice cold feeling, I'm a bum, that's to the rest of my body, and that just cooled me down so much
But
nicer.
you're gonna
It's like
get
essential
chafing.
heating.
No.
Yeah,
Only-
you will.
Only chafing if you don't use baby powder like a psycho.
We didn't say you get
shit.
baby powder.
No one said I didn't get baby powder.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
okay, you got to sort of take.
I'm gonna start putting more little like
caveats.
into that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, dude, thank you so much for joining
Dude,
us.
thank you
Absolute
guys. I
pleasure. So
appreciate
keen to
it.
watch you
No,
tonight.
I'm super excited that it's actually you guys that we're doing this with.
Yeah,
I
that's
really
it.
liked your channel. It's
Thanks,
awesome.
dude.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Yeah.
Sick. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.